The habit of mind of persistence is one of those habits that we talk about a lot. And obviously it comes up in the research over and over again about being a highly important factor in business and other areas as well. And as Art pointed out, we want students to have 3 different ways to solve one problem rather than one way to solve 3 problems. But I'd like to expand that idea just a little bit, because it's not just having 3 ways to solve one problem that I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is students having 3, 4, 5, 6, a repertoire of practice to know what to do when they're stuck on any problem. It's not problem specific. So for example, this habit is one of the ones that we're good at talking about. We tell students that they need to persist, and what do they need to do when they persist? If you're stuck, you've got to find another way. And of course the student's retort is, if I had another way, wouldn't be stuck. So what we need to do with this student and all our students is to help them build that repertoire of practice that helps them build a set of strategies to help them get unstuck. And so when next time you're talking about persistence, I want you to think about specifically what actions do you want students to take when they're sitting there going, I don't know what to do next. And the good news is you've got a lot of them. You're what we call an unconscious expert. You do lots and lots of different things when you get stuck. You might seek help. You might break the problem down into parts. You might take a break. You might identify specifically what you're stuck on. There's a big difference between saying, I don't know how to write this essay, and I don't know how to write the first sentence. So identifying that specific part. And this idea that we're building a repertoire of practice is something I want you to take into your classrooms. And it applies to all the habits of mind, but I find it works particularly well in my classroom around persistence. I want you to create a space in your classroom, not a poster. I don't want 10 things to do when you get stuck, because there's more than 10. Create a poster that says some of the things we do when we get stuck. And then create post-it notes or starbursts or coloured pieces of paper, whatever you like. But every time a student comes up with a different way of getting themselves unstuck, add it to the poster. And what happens over the term, the semester, the year, is you build this repertoire of practice. And the next time the student says, Miss, Sir, I'm stuck, you can say, hey, James, have you tried all the things that are on that poster? And when they say yes, then you go, right, you need a teacher to explain something you don't know yet. But up until then, all they need to do is exercise this habit of persistence. So remember, we're very good at creating tasks that require persistence, but we also need to teach the strategies that help students engage in the habit of persistence. And that's not the 3 strategies to persist. It's a growing repertoire of practice.